And we back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building. High school phenom Emoni Bates at Ypsilanti Lincoln High School has committed to Michigan State University. Let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And Michigan State is a terrible school for top blue chip athletes for basketball. I mean, a lot of guys that come there with a lot of hopes. Kalen Lucas, DeJuan Summers, a few local guys. That's the reason why Jason Richardson and Zach Randolph, I believe both of them only did 1 year and they split. Tom Izzo has a reputation for messing up dudes' pro ambitions. They said that he messed up Keith Applin. When Keith Applin was a scoring machine, I believe he almost dropped the 50 ball if he didn't in the high school state championship game, and he just fell apart. And, he had Rocky Watts. It's another kid that he had there that plays in Memphis. I forget his name. He's a power forward. He left. He messed him up. So I don't think this was a wise choice for him. He's talking about loyalty. I think Michigan State's been recruiting him since he was in middle school. And being loyal to the wrong program can hurt him. But if that's what he want to do, I don't care if he don't go to Michigan or not. It makes me no difference. Even if he chooses to go straight to the G League. And what's being said, by the time he comes out, they should be allowing high schoolers to go straight from the NBA. Straight from high school to the NBA again. So, he may never even touch the court at the Breslin Center in Michigan State. But I don't like any top tier players going to Michigan State. There's a track record where they don't do so good in the pros. Gary Harris not doing so well in the pros, and it just seemed like Tom Izzo messes up more prospects than anything. But John Calipari got a good track record for developing pro players, and that's because he let them do what they do. Coach K, I really don't like a lot of Dookies, but Brandon Ingram has been tearing it up. Kyrie don't really count. He played the day there. So, just not a lot of, Tom Izzo just got a bad rap. I don't think he's a good coach as far as developing pro talent. I think it might be Krzyzewski, I don't even like Krzyzewski, but Krzyzewski, Calipari, guys like that. Izzo's system is just not good for guys like that. That's why Jason Richardson and Zach Randolph, they've been two of the better players to come out that program. Draymond kind of went under the radar a little bit, so he really wasn't a top tier guy. He was a big fat kid in Saginaw, but he was a baller. He transformed his body at Michigan State, but he was a second round pick. When you talk about upper echelon talent, it just doesn't work well at Michigan State. So I don't know exactly who his team around him is. And do they expect for him even to reach Michigan State or go to the G League or go straight to the pros and get that money? But his talent, I don't see it meshing well. You can see it with Michigan State last year. Rocky Watts was supposed to be a top guy in there, and I really ain't heard much about him. But like I said, I don't like the fit personally. You know what I'm saying? You can talk about being loyal to Michigan State all that want to. They have continuously hurt blue chipper stock there. If you're a top player, Michigan State shouldn't even be on your list. Tom Izzo is doing better with developing lower tier players. Kind of like John Beilein when he was at Michigan. He was good at taking these guys at the end of the 100, ESPN 100, or outside the ESPN 100 and develop them. Even those guys never really do good at the pros. Adrian Payne and guys of that nature. So at the end of the day, congratulations to him. It's the 10th grade. A lot can change from that point. I don't really understand what's committing at the 10th grade. What's the point of that? But he was the Gatorade Player of the Year as a sophomore. He got 2 more years to go. I heard they don't have any ambitions on reclassifying him or none of that type of stuff. So he's an amazing talent. He's definitely probably he's going to lead Michigan as the greatest athlete. A lot of people say Drew Henson was the greatest athlete to come out of Michigan, but he never mastered any professional sport. He didn't master shit in college. He was a terrible quarterback. Tom Brady was better than him. Others thought he was overrated as an athlete, but you can go a ton of guys. I think Jimmy Walker was from Detroit. You can go Derek Mason, the receiver from the Titans, Chris Webber, Jalen Rose. It's just a lot of good players that came out of Michigan. The kid from Michigan, I forget his name, played for the Steelers. Not Larry Foote, it's the other one. I forget his name, man. But like I said before, I think he's gonna go down as the best, athlete in Michigan history, and I don't think that's gonna be touched for a long time. He just looked like a Durant. You know, was he like 6'10", 6'9", can handle the ball, can shoot. I mean, you know, he's developed. All you got to do is continue to just work out, get stronger, get his man body. And that's going to come with age and hard work. And it seemed like he got a good family. He got a good head on his shoulders. You know, the only thing I don't like, he going to Michigan State. And that's just because I don't like Michigan. It ain't because I don't like, or it's not because I hate Michigan State. It's because they just don't develop talent well. But I don't think he'll see Michigan State at all, in my opinion. I think he's going to end up going to the pros or the G League. I think to the pros, because by the time that time comes for him to be up in 2 more years, they're going to allow high schoolers back. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. We on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All the links in the description. Twitter's the fastest way than Facebook, than Instagram. In that description, want to make in that order. Want to make a donation? Cash App, PayPal description. Best way to donate for me personally is to share the video. Let me know what you guys think about Ypsilanti's finest, Emoni Bates, probably the best high school player. I mean, the best high school player, regardless of class, committed to Michigan State. Let me know what you guys think. We gone.